Hiya, it's me, Miss Nikki. So today we are talking about 5 ways to get your child reception ready. So your child's been at nursery or maybe not, but it is time for them to go to reception. So what do? Panic? Ah, they're getting so grown. No need to panic at all. But one of the things that will really help your child to be ready for reception is to be a bit more independent. So you've got plenty of time. Don't worry, we've got a whole 6 weeks coming up. Help them to get their coats on for themselves, or to start doing the Velcro on their shoes, putting their shoes on, putting their tops on. They're getting older, and it's our job to support them to be independent. They're not babies anymore. They will tell you, I'm not a baby. That's what my son tells me. So number 5, help them to become more independent with their looking after themselves. So number four again is to do with independence, but potty training. They need to be going to the toilet by themselves. It is time. It is time. Again, you have 6 weeks. It is plenty of time. It just takes consistency and they will be ready. Okay, there's lots of different videos out there that can help you with tips on how to do that. I will see if I can find some and put some in some links for you. But yeah, imperative, please make sure that they are going to the toilet independently. Number three. Number three, I would say, is sharing. It's something that they're going to work on throughout their time in the early years and probably later, but anything you can do to help. So taking them to more places where they can play with children, maybe to the park or to soft play or wherever it is, and allowing them to share and take turns. And there's something really interesting I watched the other day actually, and it isn't about as soon as another child wants it, they have to give it up straight away, because that's not necessarily fair. But it's giving them the language, which I'll come on to next, to say, well, I'm using it now, I'll give it to you after, and taking turns. And maybe if they're not able to do that, using a timer or something. This is your time, and when it's finished, you're going to give it to this person. And children really respond to that quite well, and they'll start coming to you saying, I need the timer. You're like, okay, fine. So sharing, that's another one. What am I up to? I did 5, 4, 3, we're up to 2. Speaking. So talking to your child is essential, but allowing them to talk and helping them to construct full sentences, even if it is to ask for what they need. So when they're able to communicate, communication obviously comes in many different forms. So when they're really young, they might just point to the kitchen to say that they want food. And from that very early stage, you can say to them, give them the vocabulary. So when they got the apple, whatever it is they want, you say apple, and you give it to them and say thank you and all this kind of thing, and just build on that vocabulary. And it comes to a point when they have those words, you do not accept the no, apple please, and you encourage that, and then we extend those sentences. Being able to ask for what you need is going to help them immensely in the earlier stages, and then being able to communicate with their friends really kind of helps to aid in terms of not being frustrated. So yes, speaking is very important, getting those sentences together. And last but not least, not the most important, but it helps, is to recognize their name. You know, their name is the most beautiful word to them. And you should see how proud they are when they can write their name. But to be able to recognize the name, or at least recognize the first letter of their name, because, you know, they're going to have their name tag, they might have their folders, they'll have their book bags. So it'd be really good if they can recognize it for themselves. So there you have it, my 5 top tips for getting your child ready for reception. Hope that's helpful.